Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Flavor Foley reaction. Nobody asked for this one except for a lot of people, and I also realized that this is my wildcard day. I can do whatever the hell I want to, so I'm going to listen to Spoken For. I keep seeing people mention this. Like I said, a lot of people have asked for it, but just individually and randomly throughout the comments, and since I got to Static and I loved Static, and apparently they're all kind of connected, and there's going to be a few more after this one, potentially. I don't know if they're, like, connected in a story or, like, how deep that connection goes. It might just be part of a collection of sorts, but I gotta listen to this. So I guess without further ado, let's go!
Wake up, morning set in motion.
The baguette.
For me, clear cut.
A Teto classic.
Put on the emotion, guaranteed. And when they drag me by my feet, pick me up and march me to the beat. Make me complete. I'm miles above the street, staring as I pass me by myself.
Vibing with the beat already.
Breathe. Nothing but a shadow, it seems.
I love the rhythm heaven art style.
Can they see the person beneath? The days go by so uniformly, tightly controlled and determined for me, yeah.
Alright. They're doing their thing. True. I knew they were going to be getting, like, philosophical with it, as they love to do.
Get up.
Same shit, different day.
Is nauseous. Get fucked. God, I'm so pathetic. And when I rip you off my chest, won't you realize you're just a sister for the best? In the blood from this success. Watch me as I eat my heart out this business, but I breathe. Something's got me doubting, it seems. Am I anything?
Man.
Am I even a person beneath?
Breaking it down.
The days of bloodstains, grim and gory, visions of violence are overpowering, yeah.
Yep.
Puking my guts out almost darling.
This one must have been specifically written by Jamie. Like, it's got Jamie's DNA all over it.
I don't get the messages, they don't come to me. Everything that I can say is spoken for me, yeah.
It's almost like a sequel to Rot for Cloud.
I could be a friend or
Kind of.
I could be a foe. You make the decision and that's all I know. I could be a sinner, I could be a saint, perfectly devoid of anything I ain't. I could be a martyr, I could be a cause. I can be whatever everybody wants. Oh, I could be a canvas, I could be a doll. I don't think I'm even something real at all. I could be a woman, I could be a man. Look into the mirror, tell me what I am. Oh, I could be a difference, I could be the same. Try to give me meaning, it's a losing game. Oh, I could go to heaven, I could go to hell. Does it
All the
even
contrasting options here.
Maybe I am nothing, maybe
Maybe you could. I'm vibing with the rhythm. Like, the instrumental is so good. Yeah, this really does have Jamie's DNA all over it. It really does. Oh, man. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I get to talk more about this mental space. Oh, I love it. Disassociation, my old friend. I love it. I love talking about it. It's depressing to talk about, but also it's definitely worth discussing. That's not the only thing I'm gonna be talking about. It's gonna be the main thing, but I'll obviously be using other factors and things within the song as a reference as well. And also static, given that these are kind of part of a series, this kind of makes more sense now. Knowing that static was effectively about being forgotten and the fear of being forgotten and like having that like existential crisis over like, don't forget me, I have nothing else. This is kind of a little bit more in the active area of that moment where they're so in the limelight that it's ruined their life to the point that they don't know who they are anymore. And Teto is clearly having this discussion with herself of like knowing that she wants to be something and having basically everything, but to the point of forgetting who they were or who they want to be anymore. So Teto's just kind of lost in the sauce effectively, and everything that she does is seen as entertainment, even at the end. I think it was really neat there at the end too, like as the camera was kind of zooming in slowly, you get this like larger version of her on the screen behind, like zoomed in, like it's hyper focusing on what she's going through inside her own mind, and we get like a really cool pull in just animation direction wise. That was really cool. And also the fact that she kept fucking up at the end, and even that everyone was cheering about, even though she was clearly not doing any of the dances correctly, nothing was going right, everyone was cheering. So it's like no matter what she does, everything she does is entertainment, and that is a stress that she's trying to convey through the whole song, and there's just no release. There's nowhere for her to go. She's clearly like another visual thing there. She had her friends torn off the picture in her dressing room. Like she's alone at this point. She used to be somebody that she was happy with being, and basically just got so lost in who she became that she forgot who she was and has no clue how to get out of it, and it's just reflecting all of those thoughts throughout. So again, having that contrast of static being about please don't forget me, I don't know what I'll do if you forget, and this one kind of being like please forget me so I have an option to leave. I don't think that's exactly what they're going for. I think it's more just the active reflection of like who am I and how do I get out of this rut I've dug myself, but at the same time they're very thematically similar. So it makes me wonder if the other songs they're planning on releasing are going to have a similar sort of reflection there. And I think the parallel I brought up of it being kind of like a pseudo sequel to Rot for Clout might be a little bit closer than I thought, just given that Rot for Clout was all about that climb and basically going all in and losing that sense of self. And then this kind of being like, what if this is the sequel? What if she got to where she wanted to be in Rot for Clout and this is the result? This isn't the finish line she wanted and has started to dissociate from her original plan entirely. And that could very well be the case, and why it probably has more of that Jamie P energy to me. Jamie has a lot of songs like this. I've talked about like 4 of them in the past 2 months, and it's just a very common through line for Jamie to write about. Jamie is always writing about being dispossessed, having imposter syndrome, that lack of self, and this is very much again another song like that. So even though the credits say that the others in Flavor Foley had a hand in the lyrics, I'm pretty sure like 90% of these were probably Jamie and then a few other inputs from the other people. I mean, even the instrumental was pretty Jamie coded. They did have some other things in there, like the overall theme of the song, like the way it sounded, the samples used, didn't feel quite as Jamie. But obviously there's also Rice and Vane, so it's very possible that they just had their hands in it and made it sound a little bit more unique to Flavor Foley instead of just being the Jamie show, which this never has been. So I was kind of surprised that this felt so much more like a Jamie song compared to the other ones I've heard from Flavor Foley till now. So maybe this is a little bit of like a Jamie wanted to do a thing, they had an idea, and everyone else is like, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's make this idea real, and they all have their hands in it. So that's the best part about a group like this, is that they're all really good and they can help each other achieve achieve their goals. Musically, I really love that there's actually portions of this song, especially that one spot that starts to slow down, it strips everything out, and it's just like the piano and Teto up on stage, and you're basically hearing this like repetition in the music, like just the piano is kind of like syncopated to the vocals and things are not lining up. And then as the song continues in that moment and things start to layer themselves back in, like she almost had a moment of clarity there, and that's all being reflected visually, and then it just gets chaotic again and things are like, well, you know what, I'm not allowed to think like this, because she's being spoken for. She doesn't, I mean, she said that in the lyrics near the end too, she doesn't have a voice. She's not allowed to say what she wants or have an opinion. Even though she's doing all this stuff in her mind, she's not able to showcase any of that because that would be seen as against the rules. So she's constantly dealing with all this stress and has no clue how to process any of that, and is at the same time kind of lost so deep into it that she's like, well, fuck it, I guess I'm just doing this. I guess this is my life. It's all what all of you want to see, isn't it? A dancing monkey up on stage. Fantastic. I'll keep doing that because it's comfortable for me, even though it's extremely uncomfortable for me. You know, like it's the financial comfort versus the personal mental health comfort. There's two definitely different things there. You can be financially comfortable and mentally fucked up. You can be mentally comfortable and financially fucked. Usually those tend to go in either or direction. And it's that sort of mental clash she's having with herself. It's like, what else are you supposed to do? You can't just leave, you know? Like, this is who you are now. And if that were to change, who would be there to watch it happen? People would enjoy the downfall more than they would the continuation and betterment of you. A lot of people who end up stuck in this rut can't leave because if they choose to, people leave them again. And that's where the whole issue of maybe static comes in. Maybe this is a story being told in reverse. That would be kind of interesting. Like, we're getting the please don't forget me, I'm already gone. But she did reference that in this song too, like the please don't forget me thing. So maybe that's just the overarching theme they're going for with this collection of music. I'm not sure, but it sounds like they're being told from different perspectives at different points in that timeline. So I'm not sure what we're going to get, and I don't know if I will know more until after the next one. Then we might start having a pattern that's a little bit more clear, because right now it's like 2 of 5 or something. It might be 2 of 6. Like, there's so many more to hear, and who knows what might change with all those other ones. Maybe they'll just take a full pivot and none of the rest of the songs will be about this sort of thing. But given that we have 2 in a row now that are, I would not be shocked if they continue this line to make more of it. So I really like this one. I think I grasped this one a little bit better than the last one. I think I got so stuck on the analog horror thing of the last one that I forgot to listen to the character and what they were saying. And in hindsight, I figured out what it was saying, but in that moment of me doing that video, I was more focused on the other shit, which does happen. Your boy's got ADHD. I will hyper focus on that one detail that I'm really interested in. But now that I know that this is going to be like multiple songs talking about this sort of thing, I'm locked in now. I'm prepared to see where this goes, and I hope it goes somewhere awful, because that always makes for better psychological discussion, which I love to have. But I have yapped enough on this one, so I will call it here. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have something else you want me to get to, by all means, leave it in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!